Hey guys, this is Lucid. We've got another game coming up, and for this we will be starting it with a vote of who I play, except it's not exactly a vote, it is a random choice from a list generated by my Patreon subscribers. So everybody pick two nations, and then yeah, those go into the list, and then I'm going to basically roll an electronic die, and that will pick one of these nations. When I drag this down, it will actually tell me which one of these is the highest. Yeah, so that's going to be the nation I play. You can see it's from any era. Whichever nation I get, the era that corresponds to that is going to be the era of the game we play in. So they're kind of voting for the nation and the era all at the same time. Now, once we have that selected, I'm going to make the game and put it up for the Patreon folks to join first, and then if we can't fill it up, which is kind of a loose term because I'm not sure how big it's going to be, but I think this might take the same format as Bumble Rumble, which is the game I'm playing Atlantis in. But yeah, so it'll probably be a kind of big game, and I think it's going to be more just like intermediate skill level. So not like super hard to get into with a lot of players. So it will be pretty fun. But yeah, if we can't fill it up with Patreon folks, we will open it up in my channel first and then in the main Discord later. Okay, so I think that is it. So all that is left now is to roll. So when I let my mouse off, we will see who it is. And it is EA McCone, which had like... Oh no, it didn't have any. Okay, so EA McCone's a kind of interesting nation. We're just gonna... This isn't gonna be the national overview, but... it is considered to be a very, very weak nation. Which I think is probably why it got put on the list. But we have Polemarks, who are kind of cool. They have kind of cool paths. We've got Archons, who are wildly expensive, while simultaneously being pretty freaking bad. We've got the Basilius, who looks at the wild expensiveness of the Archon and says, I shall one-up thee, but has slightly better paths. We have the Elder Cyclops, who's also very expensive. We've got the E4, who comes in mostly useful varieties, Earth and Fire. Basically, this nation seems to have Earth and Fire with a smattering of other stuff. I kind of hate Earth and Fire. I mean, I like it, but God, to be limited to it, it's really rough. Really rough. You have some human shit, and then you have some giant shit. Now, your giants are formation fighters, so that you can kind of get decent attack density. So, kind of cool. You've got some half-naked men. And then we've got some summons. These are pretty legit. The Sparte. You got Curs. I guess theoretically possible to break into blood if you are willing to waste enormous amounts of gems on Gift of Reasoning them. Hound of Twilight. A Brass Bull. I think these are probably too expensive. These are like 25 gems or something. 30 gems, yeah. Holy shit. And then a Lampad. These, again, are not commanders. They're units, but if you empower them, you get some kind of cool magic, which... getting a Death 2 is maybe not horrible. But, I don't know. What do you need to get them? Oh, you need Death 3, so yeah, it's not useful for breaking into death. Anyway, I'll be doing a national overview later, but this is the nation I'll be playing. It also means that the game will be taking place in early age. So by the time you see this, it means that I have made a channel, and yeah, that channel is for the game and has all of the game info. I think it's going to be 20 players on a cartographic revision map. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the game.